it's probably been removed in the later stage of treatment once all the brackets have been bonded. Okay, so you can see now the genius first, sagittal first on the upper right corner. This is the way it goes. It goes backwards. It goes distally, of course. You cannot forget there is a toe in that is built in the tube, so that will help the molar to derotate, and this derotation help to achieving class 1 and class 2 correction. This is the lower arch. If you have a nice plastic retainer, polyacrylic plastic retainer, there will be no secondary effect on the molar that serves as anchorage on which the tube is bonded. Okay, and once you get the class 1, then your patient is ready for genius compressive treatment. You just have to remove the segment, you just have to remove the plastic retainer, and you bond all your brackets to finish the treatment. Let's go have a look to this new case. In this new case, we have very slight incisor crowding, moderate deep bite. You could get some slight lower incisor protrusion. The class 2 is again 4 millimeters, but I can assure you that it works the same with a 6 millimeter class 2 occlusion. I will show later somewhere. This is the patient who has a convex profile. From the profile X-ray, we can see that the mandible is backwards. Lower incisor protrusion that we could guess from the occlusal picture. It's not FFMA, of course you've guessed this FMA value. And from the vertebra analysis, Bacchetti, the patient is at stage CS4, which means that is right beyond the growth spurt, right after. So we should hurry. We cannot wait to have rectangular stainless steel wires. We cannot wait 9 more months or 12 more months to correct the class 2. We have to correct it now. So that's why sagittal first is very, very useful. So this is what I've shown you before. No change. In this particular case, as you could see, I've chosen to bond the button and not the tube on the lower arch, but actually bonding a tube is more useful because then you can use it for the full treatment afterwards. And 1 millimeter per month. In 4 months done, the class 2 was correct. Okay? Works really nice. Both sides. And one more month. Why 1 more month? To get some hypercorrection, if possible. When you have a good patient, it's really possible. So you get some hypercorrection. 1 millimeter is enough. As you can see, we have space opening between the upper incisors, and we also have deep bite correction. Let me come back to show you that the patient has some moderate deep bite. Okay? I will come up, up, up. Okay? So this is the wire I use. I take a 18 by 25 thermal ultra. Why is that? Because this wire I found, even though we are using heavy elastics, is rigid enough to bear elastics wear, and it's also resilient enough if there's a canine rotation and you want to insert your wire into your canine bracket. Okay? Also, because of the elasticity of the wire, if the patient would eat something hard, then the wire, as you know, will temporarily deform and come back to its original position. So it's much better than a stainless steel wire. Okay, so canine, first premolar, second premolar, molar. This is the segment you are using. Okay, that's all. this red arrow will just show that that is the secondary effect on the canine from the elastic wear. But I can promise that the wire is rigid enough and that you will have no secondary effect on the canine, which means, as you could see on the cases actually, there was absolutely no labial position of the canine or rotation of the canine. Okay, so this is the case before. So let's see that in the wire segment, you have to block the wire segment so that it doesn't slide. Otherwise, your patient will come back 3 days after the appointment. So I block it medially to the canine, and I have here a spring which is the length of which is not activated, and there's also a little stop here that will prevent the wire from sliding forward. And here there's a little bit of wire out distally of the tube because of the rotation of the molars and the coil spring and the stop. The stop is activated actually like a millimeter and a half, so this will allow the tube to move a little bit distally. Okay, very easy fabrication. So as I said, the stop prevents the wire from sliding forward and activate the coil spring 1 millimeter to optimize molar rotation because we have a built-in towing into the tube. And it takes 5 minutes to fabricate, really 5 minutes. It's very, 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 very easy. This is after the 4th month. As you could see, there's a molar rotation, space opening. You know that there's a class 1, I've shown you the pictures, okay? And these are the elastics I'm using. So it's the opposite of the Shorty's elastics, okay? They are very heavy. The Shorty's elastics that I've shown earlier were 2 ounces. Those elastics are more than 4 times heavier, okay? This is very important to use heavy elastics. If you don't see results, in your cases, if you try this, it means there are sometimes, it means that the patient is not wearing the elastics all the time. Or the second molar is not a problem. On teenagers, the wisdom teeth, the upper wisdom teeth are not a problem. You don't have to remove them. On adults, you could have some problem. Adults, sometimes they have very dense bone. And they have also a lot of strength in the occlusion at night. So adults, if you use these concepts on adults, you should have their windows, the maxillary wisdom teeth removed. And if there is no improvement in the class 2 relationship after 2 to 3 months, it means that you have to go with, you can double those elastics at night, for example, and also you have to open the bite with some bite tubers or whatever you want to free the occlusion that will impede the class 2 correction. But for teenagers, it works 100% of the time. If it doesn't work for teenagers, it means that they don't wear the elastics. That's very easy, okay? This was a patient, and to talk about the space opening between the upper incisors, the space opening is due to distalization of the upper maxillary segments, and also comes from the pressure of lower incisors. Okay, because there could be a lot of pressure because of the mandible forward positioning, and there's also the bite correction, which is nice. So basically, once you're done with your 4 to 6 months of phase 1 treatment, you don't have much thing to do. Okay. This is the panoramic X-ray. Okay, you could see that the wisdom teeth are here, of course. The upper wisdom teeth are here, and the upper second molars. I don't care about those, right? And what's nice also, you can see that there's not too much distal tipping of the molars, and that there is no distal tipping at all of the canines. Okay. because part of the correction is coming from mandibular growth or mandibular anterior repositioning. That's why we don't see much side effects on the maxillary segments. This is the profile X-ray. Remember that there's only been those profile X-ray are 7 months apart. So you cannot expect with 7 months, you cannot expect a lot of change in growth. Okay, but still, if I look at the A and B, which is not the most reliable measurement, but this is a reliable measurement, especially in that kind of convergent patient. There's been an improvement of 2. Okay. So, Genius sagittal first for class 2 correction. 6 first month of treatment. Heavy interarch elastics with mandibular anchorage. I don't use the, there was a time they were using lingual arch. I don't like it much because I think there is less control on the lower incisor top with the lingual arch. So the plastic retainer is very nice because really you get some control on your lower incisor top. So the class 2 correction, which is a